Hi everyone, I decided to make a short video tutorial about DHCP configuration in Windows Server 2008. At first I'm going to tell you more about what DHCP stands for. According to Raspberry Pi Learning Resources 2016, DHCP stands for Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. Dynamic means constantly changing, host is just another word for a computer, configuration refers to configuring your network settings, protocol means a set of rules that define how to do things. Secondly, I will explain to you why we need a DHCP server. According to Internet System Consortium 2016, the Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, DHCP, is a network protocol used to assign IP addresses and provide configuration information to devices such as servers, desktops, or mobile devices, so they can communicate on a network using the Internet Protocol IP. Thirdly, I will talk about commands which are required in dynamic IP configuration, which are ipconfig/release, ipconfig/renew. In here I use the command ipconfig/renew, and in here the command ipconfig/release were used. Now I'm going to show you how to configure DHCP in Windows Server 2003. I'm using virtual machine. First, what we have to do, we have to assign static IP address to our interface. We're going to network connections, local area connection. Next, we have to find internal protocol TCP/IP, which is in here. Next, we are going to properties, and in properties we have two functions. We can obtain IP address automatically throughout DHCP, or we can assign IP address statistically. I'm going to assign static IP address. I will be using the IP address of 192.168.1.10. Subnet mask is given by default, and we have to specify the default gateway. I will be using 192.168.1.1. We do not have to specify DNS server. Next, we have to close everything. Next, we're going to start administrative tool, and we have to find DHCP. I've already installed DHCP in Windows Server 2003. We're going to DHCP, next we have to add a new scope. We press next. We have to give a simple name. I will be using scope 10. Next we press next. In here we have the wizard with the IP address ranges. I will be using the IP address 192.168.1.100, and next I will be using 192.168.1.200. We have the start IP address and we have the end IP address, and our range of IP addresses is 100. In here we have the length and the subnet mask. The subnet mask can change if we increase the range of IP addresses. At the moment it stays. Next. Okay. I have to use different IP address. Okay. Next, we can add exclusions. I will be using IP address 172.168.110 172.168.111. Press add, and the excluded address range is highlighted in blue. We go next. In here we have the option with least duration. Least duration means how long we can keep our IP address. By default is 8 days. I'm leaving like it is. We press next. We receive the confirmation and we have to highlight yes, I want to configure this option now. We have to use the router default gateway. The router default gateway is the router which connects your computer with outside world. I will be using the IP address 195.257.4. Add. The default router was added. We press next. And here we can add the domain name. I will be using simple acme.com. Next. This option is absolute. At the moment we do not use this option anymore. Win servers, they aren't so popular at the moment. I'm leaving blank. We press next and we receive the confirmation activation scope is ready. We press yes. And finish. Our scope was added. This is the scopes which I've added today. In here we have the address pool. It is the range of IP addresses which I set up. I didn't use address lists. We can use the reservation. We can reserve the IP address if we want. And scope option. Router free. And domain name acme.com. I hope that you will enjoy by watching my video tutorial and see you soon.